So I have here what should theoretically be the final Disney Park Pack 3.0 pin subscription, but the question now is this actually the final box? So the Disney Park Pack 3.0 is Shop Disney's official Disney pin subscription. It comes with 3 limited edition 500 pins, and each pin has 3 different variants. Now this is the 12th subscription box of that service, and Disney has said, specifically in an email to subscribers in the past, that there are going to be 12 boxes total. However, under my subscription status on Shop Disney, it still shows that it's active and that it is already renewed for another box at the end of this month. So the question is the Park Pack 3.0 actually going to continue on, or is this the last Park Pack 3.0 and it's going to go on to something different? Who knows? We'll probably have to wait and find out, but at least for now, I get to open up this 12th Park Pack box, which is themed to Mulan. So if this is indeed the final Park Pack box, I guess Mulan is okay. I really wanted Beauty and the Beast to kind of be the last box because I thought that that was a really great theme. It's such a popular movie, and I would find it to be very strange if they went through this whole subscription without doing anything themed to Beauty and the Beast. However, personally, as a collector, I would definitely love to have seen Emperor's New Groove, but I know that's not as widely popular. In our box, we have more great tissue paper. The floor of my office is legitimately littered with this tissue paper. Micah just uses it as her cat beds. Pretty much anything you put on the ground that's not really intended to be laid on, she'll lay on it. And then in our box is our smaller Park Pack box. And then if we slide off our white sleeve, ooh, another Park Pack box. So like I've usually done, we'll do a first reveal just in front of the camera, and then I'll flip the camera around so I can actually show these pins a little bit closer up. So there's not really too high stakes with this since I'm not a Mulan collector. Doesn't really matter, but I guess we'll still see what pins we got. Let's look at these variants. Ooh, I'm quite happy with this. Definitely all quite pretty pins. So here is a closer look at the 3 Mulan Park Pack pins that I got. Like I said, I'm not a Mulan collector at all, so I wasn't too concerned about what variants I'd get, but I'm definitely quite happy with these because they at least all look pretty. We have our first pin here, which is always our pin-on pin, and this features the villain Shan Yu. The pin-on pin with this one is just his arm and the bird on it. And normally I feel like these pins have some sort of additional element to them, like I was kind of expecting the enamel in the background there to at least be like a translucent fill, because a lot of these pin-on pins have some sort of other special enamel that's kind of the variant, but this just looks like a solid regular enamel. This seems to be a bluish variant. So I think that's at least nice because it kind of looks like the icy mountain background, kind of reminds me of the avalanche scene. And with this one, I got pin variant number 1 of 3. Here is our middle frame pin, and there are 3 different possible scenes, so this one features Mulan and Li Shang. I think that's kind of a nice one to get. I know last month I got a Hercules and Meg scene, so this kind of feels like a parallel to that. The frame itself is simple, but I do like the design of how it integrates a lot of different components. Have a lot of floral components on this side, and then over here it's the Great Wall of China. Nice and simple, but very pretty. And then this middle frame pin is variant number 3 of 3. And then we have our final stained glass pin. So in this one I have a red scene, and Mulan is kind of like doing a hya facer move, like she's about to pull out some real fancy moves there. But I really like the frame on this one. You have Mushu and Cricket on it, so you get some nice added characters. And this kind of enamel detail is what I was hoping for on the first pin. This is kind of more of like a translucent fill, so you have a little bit of added dimension and detail. So I think that this pin might be my favorite out of the bunch. I usually always really like the stained glass pins because even though a huge chunk of them is that open stained glass, they always have a lot of detail, and I think the variations with whatever pose is in the center is pretty fun. So the back of this pin is a little bit messy though. That there, it looks like blue paint, but that's actually like blue enamel somehow from some other pin that got on that, but at least it's just fully on the back so you don't really see it. But the text in here is so tiny, I legitimately don't even know if I can read it. I'm guessing this is maybe variant 2 of 3. But this seems to be the tiniest text on the back of a pin so far. And then here again is just one other little overview on all of the Mulan Park Pack variants I received. Alright, so that was what theoretically should be the final Park Pack unboxing, but now I don't know if it is. I'm gonna keep the subscription another month to see what's gonna come in January, to see if it's still just more of the same, and Disney's like, hey, we're just gonna continue on doing this. The next box would then be my 12th box, because I did not start off with the first subscription box of the Park Pack 3.0. I had seen how horrible the 2.0 version was, and I'm like, I think I want to wait a month just to see what it's like. But overall, the 3.0 version has been really nice. I will say the one problem is that it's such specific themed movies every month that the vast majority of the things I don't collect. And since that's going to be the case for a lot of people end up selling or trading the park packs. So the value stays pretty close to around what the retail value is, which isn't that cheap. One subscription box is $50, but it does seem to be in high demand because pretty much once they lowered the edition size of the park packs, it's almost always sold out on Shop Disney. So I do think it's definitely nice that Shop Disney has a specific limited edition pin subscription for a lot of people like me who don't get to go to the parks and purchase LE pins there. But if they do continue on the park pack, either in this form or a different form, it'd be nice to include also more park elements. The original one, they did have some attraction-related pins, and I feel like in the description for just the park pack subscription, it did say that it can range from movies to attractions to Star Wars and Marvel, which I'm thankful there's been no Star Wars or Marvel, but I'd really like to see some attraction-related pins or full sets. So this possibly is the final video, but most likely there'll be another video coming at the end of this month / beginning of February with some sort of pin subscription. And if it is still just the Park Pack 3.0, I want either Beauty and the Beast or Emperor's New Groove, because then I think that would officially be my last box. So that has been enough rambling and talking on about this. Let me know your guesses for what in the world is going to happen with the Park Pack. We'll see who ends up having the closest guess. But thanks for watching!